The energies leading up to this reading have been quite intense lately. It's been actually very interesting because I feel so many of you have been very present in calling in specific energetic messages and co-creating the readings here at Twin Flames Universe. I feel like there's like this partnering happening here with so many of you. And I'm really feeling that there is a very specific message here for the Divine Feminine. But I first just want to say that the intense energy that I'm feeling, and I'm seeing 1110 at this moment, it's sort of like there is, and that's just like one number off, right, from 1111, which is, represents union and harmony. But just seems there's sort of a really interesting thing happening, I feel, with a divine masculine where he's trying to call you back into his life. He's trying to manifest you. He's trying to, he just wants to call you back into his life. But with you as the Divine Feminine right now, I'm feeling a lot of, and this is really important for those of you that are listening right now, to take what resonates with you. I'm channeling so many different people as I do these readings, especially if you are very present with the readings, right? If you're liking them, if you're subscribing, you're really partnering here with us and me. And I'm channeling so many energies with you and co-creating. So it's important to take what resonates and to leave what does not. And the readings here are here to guide you deep within your soul and in your heart and mind with what you truly already know, right? Within your intuition and your inner guidance. So let's just jump right into it. We have the Thunderbolt and the Schizophrenia card in reverse. So with the Divine Feminine, and like I said, this may resonate with you and this may not, but I feel that this message is going to be very specific to some of you. This Divine Feminine, it feels like there's kind of a chaotic energy. I'm getting that, and the Thunderbolt kind of gives us that tower moment with, right, in tarot. And the Schizophrenia reverse really represents the chaos of the mind, right? So it feels right now, you're kind of in this holding space, Divine Feminine, where you feel like nothing's really happening for you in love, in your life, and it just feels like the mind is kind of maybe taking over a little bit. You're sort of feeling maybe a little depleted or lonely or kind of lacking, right? It's sort of that lack energy. It's like, when are things going to happen? And your spirit guides and your angels, when we get into this space and when we feel this way, our spirit guides and our angels are there supporting us along the way. They're there assisting and helping us collapse these old timelines. And they're also going to prevent us from kind of like going back to these timelines that have already been collapsed, like repeating timelines is what I'm hearing. Repeating timelines, going back. So if you're in that holding space, in that space where it feels like there's nothing happening, that's why. It's because something is actually coming. Something good is coming for you as the Divine Feminine. You're not going backwards. You're going forwards. So the next card we have here is slowing down. So this is really prominent for you as the Divine Feminine right now, where this chaos in the mind and the journey of, right, manifesting that union with your twin flame. There's the slowing down card that has popped out so abruptly. It really just flew out of the deck. And slowing down is really on point, especially for this really intense energy that I've been feeling that has been so abrupt, as I said, leading up to this reading. The Divine Feminine needs to slow down at this time, and maybe you already have been, but it's a slowing down and retreating within. And I feel like this is really important for so many of you Divine Feminines, is that you have something so valuable and really high vibrational and intense coming into your life and moving towards you in love right now with your Divine Masculine, that in order to receive that and to accept the gift of this, it's like a Disney movie, but to receive this gift, you have to slow down and integrate the process that you have been ongoing right now. It's really the slowing down, and just kind of what I'm hearing is enjoying the moment. So we have the Source card, enjoying the moment, really connecting with yourself, finding ways that you can really ground your energy. I feel there's been such an imbalance for so many of you Divine Feminine. It's almost kind of like you don't really understand what's going on right now, right? And the slowing down actually may seem really difficult for you at this time because those timelines they're collapsing so abruptly, because everything's moving so fast, so intensely, that the slowing down almost feels impossible, right? It's kind of like the chaos of the mind, the slowing down. What's the next thing? How can I slow down? But your reminder is that it's safe to slow down, and that if we don't take that time to slow down, we can actually stop ourselves from going into those new timelines and receiving that new energy if we don't stop and integrate, right? If we don't stop and integrate, those new timelines are going to have a more difficult time coming in for us, right? And it's really just seeing that you're already so quantumly entangled with what it is that you desire, especially if you're actively manifesting it into your heart, right? And you're thinking about it, your energy is out there into the open, you are connecting with your spirit guides. That automatically makes you quantumly entangled with what it is that you're desiring and trying to call in. Because remember, energy is in constant flow, right? Time is an illusion. Space is an illusion. You're there with it already. It's already within you. It's one. So it's really just that manifesting that's happening and taking time to slow down and integrate the process. I'm also hearing, we have the Stress card that just came out after the Source card. There's been a significant amount of stress that you have been undergoing right now. And I feel that this is happening because your Divine Masculine is intensively and actively trying to call you and manifest you back into his life, right? You two are quantumly entangled and really trying to call you into his life and to receive you. Your energy has been responding to it on such a massive level. You may even feel, I'm hearing sort of physical symptoms right now, headaches during this time. You may be feeling really dizzy, lightheaded, lots of headaches during this time. You have maybe hearing ringing in your ears and seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities. One of those things that is really important about that is sort of the physical effects of the manifestation that your Divine Masculine is trying to do right now. He's trying to call you back into his life because he really desires to be with you. He wants to be with you. He's not really sure how to go and move towards you. It's kind of like you're both a bit stressed out right now, but you're getting the effects of this on your side as the Divine Feminine because you're just so in tune with energies and your intuition and the way you respond to things around you. It's your Divine Masculine is calling you in. So you're right. The quantumly entangled part comes into play. You're going to respond to that energy and to him trying to actively call you in to be with you. And it feels like that is part of the success in reverse. Your Divine Masculine is not having a lot of success right now. He's trying to call you in. He's trying to control the way that looks. He wants to try to control his way into your life to call you in and to get with you. He's not having a lot of success right now, and you feel I don't want to say failure of his manifestation, but you feel the effects of him trying to manifest you, but you feel the effects of it not working. Right? You are reserving your energy. You are sitting back. You're in this reserve spot. It really goes back to that slowing down card, but you're in sort of a reserve mode right now where you're not hermit mode. You're in reserve. Your energy is reserved. You're sitting back and wanting to learn and get ready to receive. And you're not going to let anybody come and take your energy and just step into your bubble. You're not even going to tolerate it at all if they're not validating your feelings and the way that you feel Divine Feminine, the way that you are and what you do, what you have, who you are, right? They're not validating that. They're not respecting that. You're not going to give them time and energy. And so the Divine Masculine is trying to manifest you, but he's not having success because he is not seeing where he needs to let go of the control, right? Where he needs to let go of, it's sort of like he's trying to deflect around letting go of control. It just feels so energetically taxing for him at this time. He knows that this method is not working. He knows that he needs to try something else. And we have the aloneness card. So the Divine Masculine feels very lonely. I also feel this is something for you right now as the Divine Feminine. It's sort of you're both feeling very lonely. It's kind of this teeter-tottering back and forth of loneliness, feeling alone, and feeling stressed out, right? And so he's trying to actively manifest you because he feels so alone, right? He wants someone to be there with him. He feels alone. You're in this reserve energy because there is so much chaos and energetically shifting happening. And it's also making you feel a bit alone as well. But the Divine Masculine definitely feels lonely right now. This is why he's trying to call you in. He's trying to call you in because he feels alone. He wants you in his life. He wants you to be with him. And it is, so we've got suppression card. He's feeling energetically suppressed right now, Divine Feminine. He doesn't understand why things have been moving at the rate that they have been. And I also feel this is something for you as well. But it's sort of just feeling tied up is what I'm hearing. I'm feeling tied up. I don't know how to release and let go. And that's something that I'm hearing from the Divine Masculine side actually right now. I'm feeling that really heavily for the Divine Masculine, actually, yeah. I'm feeling tied up and I don't know how to let go is what I hear very clearly right now. And he doesn't know how to let go of control. He doesn't know how to relax is what I'm hearing. The energy of relaxing. He's feeling alone and suppressed in his feelings. And it's just causing him, I'm hearing a lot of, I'm thinking about you a lot, right? And I'm thinking about how magnificent you are and meaningful to me and how you've impacted my life. You have impacted this Divine Masculine's life on such a rapid level, so many different ways that it has broke open his spirit. And without you in the picture, it affects him on such an energetic level. It's like he feels disconnected with all of his chakras. He feels mainly with his heart chakra. He feels really disconnected with the heart chakra, especially during this time. There's a lot of energetic suppression happening in the heart chakra. I'm also feeling in the root chakra right now, which is all about the foundation and family and relationships. So there's kind of this, suppression feeling happening and wounded happening in the heart and in the root chakra right now is what I'm hearing. And so he doesn't entirely understand how to maneuver through that, but you're not going to play the game of trying to get you through control. So here we have the comparison card. So the Divine Masculine has been comparing you to others, and he's comparing you into the way of where this is kind of like what I just said, right? You have broke open his soul in a way that nobody ever has energetically. You have come in and tapped into a very specific part of him. It's like high priestess energy. You have this energy that is so wise and intuitive that he is so inspired by that. And he tries to compare this to many of the women that he is coming across and just engaging with. I think maybe he's also trying to have some relationships here. He's, been hanging around other Divine Feminines, and nothing is quite comparing to you right now, Divine Feminine. You are in no competition, is what I'm hearing. Nobody can compete against you, Divine Feminine, and nor can they, nor ever will they. You are an energy that is like a tidal wave. You are an energy that engulfs your Divine Masculine, and there is just nothing that can even come close to the connection that you share is what I'm hearing. And it feels I'm getting such a warming sensation in my heart because this feels really interconnected to that wounded area that I had spoke on about the Divine Masculine in his heart chakra. When he thinks about you, his heart chakra gets very warm. I'm getting tingling sensations right now. It gets really warm and it feels expansive and it opens when he thinks about you. but it feels really reserved and closed when he's not around you and he's trying to spend time with other people and other women that are not you. So you don't open and expand his energy the way that many don't. You don't compare at all. That's a really strong message right now. It's such a beautiful message. It's just really important as the divine feminine that you keep recognizing your worth and your value here. Like, you are the high priestess. You are the energy that permits and radiates through your divine masculine. He feels that so heavily. So we have exhaustion that just came out of the deck. This is perfect. Right after the comparison card, the divine masculine is pretty exhausted right now. He's getting exhausted with the interactions that he's having with others, right? He's been trying to actively manifest you, but he's getting quite exhausted from the game and trying to control to call you back into his life. It's exhausting to him because he's not doing it the right way. He's not going about it the right way. He's not interacting with his spirit guides and with his angels. He's not tapping into his inner well, right? His approach is all wrong at this time. And it's exhausting and depleting him right now because it's not coming from a genuine, loving place entirely. But I feel like that is the thing that's actually going to be leaving. So it feels like it's exhausting him. And so he's getting ready to let it go and move into the more heart-centered space on how he needs to manifest you back into his life. And it's exhausting comparing you to others. He's just exhausted. He's like, you know what? Nobody compares to her. I want her back into my life, but something needs to change, right? Because this is getting really tiring for him right now energetically. It's exhausting trying to compare you to somebody else. It's exhausting trying to see if it could work with someone else but you. It's just depletion energy is what I'm hearing, feeling depleted. So with the adventure card, I feel that is such a good card to lead right after exhaustion because there's a new adventure that's coming, right? The whole thing I had spoke on in the beginning about something coming in as you're in this reserve energy, divine feminine, something coming in is that there is a new adventure that is on the horizon with you for the divine masculine. But it's this energy of trying to control and compare that is leaving, and the karmic lesson that he's maneuvering and learning to let go of at this time so he can receive you and you can receive him on this new level and have a new adventure together, right? New adventures in love, new adventures in romance and in connection. That's so perfect for you as the divine feminine because you may have, like I said, been feeling stuck in your love situation, in your love life. So I just feel like the adventure card is just really perfect coming after the exhaustion card. By the way, if you have not liked and subscribed, please do. Make sure you do that. I also know I did not say I'm Oceana, certified ascension coach with Twin Flames Universe. And make sure you like and subscribe for these weekly readings. As you like and subscribe, you are also co-creating with us here and with me, creating these readings very powerfully. And it helps me channel as well, receive your energy as I'm connecting in this space to give you these readings and these messages. So here we've got the going with the flow card in reverse after the adventure card. So going with the flow is really interesting energetically to be coming out after the adventure card. I find that so fascinating, going with the flow. So it feels like there is going to be that new adventure, but to make sure I think the divine masculine is just learning to make sure that it's safe to let go of the control, right? When the new timeline comes in and the old collapses, it's safe to finally trust again and to just go with the flow and to receive what that is. That feels like the message here, right? Because you'll be on that new adventure and that new beginning. And it might be really difficult to go with the flow for the divine masculine. But what I'm getting is that is the thing that has really impacted him and affected him so much in his life. It was really always difficult for him to go with the flow. That's why him trying to manifest to call you back into his life has been so taxing and exhausting because he's been trying to control his whole life, like since childhood. And going with the flow is just something that seems so difficult and so challenging. But once he gets to this place, there's going to be some energy around resisting to change and going with the flow is what I'm hearing. So we've got intensity. It's going to be a really intense shift. I'm just feeling that there's going to be such an intense new beginning here with the divine masculine, and that it's going to feel so intense, feeling of having to change, right? To make a new choice and to stop trying to control is going to be so massive and so intense for this divine masculine. But it's also going to be so intense to face you again and to be in your presence, because you are such a high priestess energy to you, that facing you and being so aligned and interconnected with you is such a intense experience for this divine masculine. And so I'm kind of feeling like there may be some fear coming up. He may feel afraid to face you again in some way. Like he wants to manifest you, but he is also afraid at the same time. He's afraid to face the truth of the connection to some degree, to some level. But it's really just that fear of letting go of control. I think it's because he doesn't want to lose you is what I'm feeling. He's afraid that if he lets go of control, he will lose you. But that's the thing that is actually all backwards. That's the thing that's actually all backwards, right? Is because the control is actually pushing you away. You're not interested, divine feminine. You're not interested in being controlled. You're not an animal. You're not here to be tamed. So that is the thing that he's going to have to learn here with you. With the creator, I feel like that's a perfect card here coming out after intensity, is that your union is going to be heavily supported during this time, especially, but also that I feel like that is so symbolic coming from going with the flow to intensity in the creator. The divine masculine will really start understanding the way of manifesting, the energies of manifestation, what it means to manifest, what it means to let go of control, and then step into this position of, I am the creator of what it is I desire. It's sort of giving me the magician card in tarot is what I'm hearing. He's finally going to recognize that it was him all along. It was him that was stopping him from manifesting what it is that he wanted. It wasn't anything. It was just him holding on to this area. And so stepping into that creator energy, stepping into, right, that newfound feeling that I can be with her and I don't need to try to create my reality through the energies of control, and I can connect into my heart space again. So that's really intense. I definitely feel in order to prepare yourself, divine feminine, for that new shift that will take place with your divine masculine is to keep focusing on yourself. You're not going backwards. You're moving forward in this holding space during this time. You may be feeling stuck, but that's because something's coming. Remember that you are in the process of moving towards a new situation, a new beginning with your divine masculine. So just keep focusing on yourself in this place and to make sure to reserve your energy and to reserve that energy from people, places, and things that are not there to serve you and the benefit of you. With that being said, that feels very much wrapped up and really perfect for so many. And like I said before, if this did not resonate with you, some of it did, take what resonates and leave what does not. Just know that there is something so beautiful coming with your divine masculine. He will wake up to that new creatrix energy and let go of the control. So thank you so much for watching, everybody, and hope that you enjoyed this reading. Ciao for now.